I am Shamlal from Kovalam, Trivandrum. I am a trained Kalaripayattu and yoga instructor and I am running a resort and Kalaripayattu and yoga training. And you all are welcome.
Okay, Rajesh Kurkal.
Good morning, everybody. I am Rajesh Kurkal from Calicut. Calicut is the historical place of the world the Vasco da Gama landed. I born and brought up in the Kalaripayattu family, and we are doing the so many kinds of the marma treatments in my house. So many students coming from abroad for study about the Kalari and techniques of the marma therapy. I have to travel all around the world for the exploring the techniques of the Kalaripayattu and the marma treatments. As I have many students coming from every part of the world. As a student, I take a privilege to interview blessed Shivayogi Guruji Shivaraja about his way to how to teach the people simply about the marma treatments and Shiva Yoga and Sharanul and all other techniques of our blessed way of the healing the body.
Okay, thank you. Now I am going to I am going to explain a different technique of diagnosis and treatment. Okay, normally you are handling a traditional technique of how to diagnose and treat the Varma patients, but my approach is different. As I belong to Kanyakumari district, this is the remnant portion of Lemuria continent. The Lemuria continent went under the sea, and the remaining portion of Lemuria continent was Kanyakumari district and Jaffna in Sri Lanka. So I am now exploring and teaching the needed gurukuls because they, in Kerala they are practicing a large scale. But the techniques adopted are maximum combined with the Ayurveda and related marma. That approach is different. But Kanyakumari district is famous for that ancient art and science of Varma. One king started one university for teaching Varma in Kanyakumari district in the 8th century. And in and around that area, even now we are getting different kinds of manuscripts, hitherto not known to the world. I am taking initiative to translate all these texts, and I am teaching you so that you may render better service to your patients as well as you are going all around. So the knowledge you get will be utilized by the international community. So the Varma techniques may be taken to the international platform for appreciation. Now the central government has taken steps to familiarize Varma and Kalari as a national sports also. So the my technique is quite different. Because in this technique, you need not even touch the patient. Even without touching the patient, you can treat. Such techniques are available in Kanyakumari district, and that was practiced by the royal family. As you have told, Rajesh Kurukal also belongs to a royal tradition that we have picked up of Martanda Varma. I here want to say I am also a native of Kanyakumari district, and my house is near Martanda Varma's palace. So the Ettuvettu Pilla fighting tradition actually it belongs to Thekkan Thiruvangur. And as I am also from Thekkan Thiruvangur, which has developed a lot of fighting techniques and Varma treatments. Okay, I am now explaining a different technique. In this technique, I am activating the chakras. The chakras activation are from Shiva Yoga. Okay, then along with the chakra, I combine the required Vayu, Dasa Vayu. Along with the chakra, I am selecting and combining the Dasa Vayu for clearing each and every Varma in a different manner. That activation is from Varma texts and the yoga texts. Then I am combining this particular Nadi as per the Saranul Sastras. I select the nadis and the diagrams and where they are connected and nadis. And I open up the nadis using mudras and mantras from Shaktipat Yoga. So combined together, I have invented a new method and teaching, and it is having an immediate impact on the Varma patient. As such, now I am explaining this for you, for your understanding. Okay. Now, when you find a Varma attack, you have to trace to which nadi it is connected, because all the Varmas are connected to nadis. The 12 major Varmas are connected to 12 major nadis, 10 yoga nadis and 2 Varma nadis. And in each of the 12 nadis, you are having one Padu Varma or major Varma, and you have 8 minor Varma or Todu Varma. In that way, you are having 96 Varma. So when a Varma is attacked, you have to trace the nadi to which it is connected. Nadis to which it is connected, that is the first diagnosis you have to make. Because these, what we call, the Varma points are actually openings of these nadi channels. The nadi channels are actually connected and they originate from the chakras, and it is connecting your physical body with the astral world. They are actually minor chakras. There is a spiral energy running from the chakras to the end of the nadi buds. So you have to find out to which nadi the Varma is connected. First, you have to even trace the Varma, this diagram also. If you have a diagram ready, it will be more useful. This should be the first diagnosis. Then you have to find out to which Adhara this is connected. That is very, very important. The Varma classifications are of different types. They are classified according to Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. They are classified according to your physiology, above neck, below neck up to belly button, then belly button to Muladhara, Varmas in your hands and legs, etc. Even though there are different Panchabhuta classification, different classifications are there. But finally, for diagnostic purpose, you have to find out which chakra it is connected. Because all these Varmas are connected to the chakras only finally. Then only you can activate the chakras, the concerned chakras. So this should be the second diagnosis. Then then only you are finding out whether the Vata, Pitta and Kapha, the disturbances. Actually, yes.
What is the connection between the Tridoshas and Varmas?
What
Kapha and Varmas, what is the connections?
Yes. Because in the what I am going to explain, that is normally for Vata, Pitta and Kapha, there should be an equilibrium. If Vata is 100%, then Pitta should be 50% and Kapha should be 25%. This is a normal equilibrium. The word they should be equal confuses many people. Many students, when I ask, they are 33, 30, no 33. Actually, it's 150 and 25. This is a equilibrium. When the attack is caused in the astral body, when it disturbs the astral energy channel, the flow of Vata, Pitta, Kapha in your body will be disturbed. For example, the 100 may become 100 for Vata may become 80 or 120. Pitta 50 may come 30 or 60. Kapha 25 may come to 75. And in some other case, it may come to lower level also. So when this disturbance causes, it rushes through all the nadi channels. From there, energy flow, the 96 channels will be disturbed. They will go out of control. And they will flow with leaps and bounds. So this disturbance enters from 96 channels to 24 channels. From 24 channels, it rushes to 14 channels. From 14 channels, it rushes to 12 major channels. From 12 channels, they rush to 10 yoga channels. From there, it Ida Pingala Susumna. When it enters the Ida Pingala Susumna, the disturbance is reflected. And this disturbances causes Vata, Pitta, Kapha disturbances. because this what we call Sushumna stands for Kapha, Ida stands for Vada, and Pingala stands for Pitta. The energy flow disturbed, and finally the Kapha portion increases, and it causes death in the case of Padvarma. So if the disturbance is high in Idagala or Pingala, in Vada or Pitta, then he will not die. In such cases, these varmas are classified as minor varmas or Todu varmas. This is one thing. So moreover, these 12 major varmas are connected to 3 principles. Shiva energy 4, Shakti energy 4, and Prana energy 4. So these are the Shiva energy is male energy, Shakti energy is female energy, and Prana energy is neutral. So all these are connected, and there are techniques to activate and energize these 12 principles of energy in your body. So it is very essential for a Kalari fighter, so that Burma cannot be inflicted on the Burma Kalari fighter. As well as his energy flow will be increased in such a way, his treatment capacity will be increased. So these are all connected to these Nadi channels. And I have developed and found out so many variations according to the Varma attack. And if you have a chart of all these things, it will be very useful to clear it with mere mudra, chakra activation and other things. It is better you can give medicines also, but this is an energy treatment. It needs no medicine, and it applies with the immediate effect. This is the technique. You have already tested my techniques, and you have found that energy flow to be immediate. You all know that. Then the second one, the next one is Panchabhuta. Already I have explained the class what is the Panchabhuta rotation, energy rotation theory. So for every 1 minute, Panchabhuta combination is changing, ever changing in your body. So when the Varma attack is caused, the Panchabhutas are also disturbed. I have already explained about the disturbance in Vada Pitta Kapha. Vada Pitta Kapha is nothing but the combination of Panchabhuta. For example, Kapha means instant water is connected to heat, and space and the air is connected to Vada. So when you see the difference in Panchabhuta relation, you can set it right very easily by activating for example, by activating Mooladhara and changing the mudra, you have increase or reduce the earth element in your body. By activating Swadhisthana and using certain mudra, you can increase water element or reduce water element in your body. In that way, you have a control over the Panchabhutas. And if you come to know about the disturbance caused in Panchabhuta equilibrium, you can set it very easily with this chakra activation technique. These techniques were available even in the ancient days. This is reflected in Saranul Sastras also. But this technique is not in vogue, in practice at present. So I am introducing and teaching many Kalari asanas, including you, to know about these techniques, because this is our old tradition that should be passed on to the next generation. That's why these are the techniques, and the other I will explain in the next session. Okay, thank you.